Indian reservation, just like they can anywhere in the state of Montana.
The Indian tribes have reservations, they are their own
They are
country.
their own entity.
They're
Just like
their
we can't be
country.
running down to the Crow, we can't be running down to the Northern
Sovereign
Cheyenne.
nation.
But
Sovereign
he
nation.
wanted it, because there's so many white people who live up. If you're from Polson,
Yeah.
and they got all those towns up there, well, he says, well, we should be able to hunt here too. Why, that's not even an issue. How about talking about,
Fish,
let's
wildlife,
talk
conservation,
about Medicare and the Medicaid
Medicaid.
bill.
Social
Not
Security.
this crazy stupid
No.
shit like this. But that's just one bill that he's wrote. It's just dumb and taking up everyone's time.
That's the thing.
Well, this creates a crisis, we gotta drop
Chaos and-
everything, and,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chaos and confusion.
but we'll get smarter. When we do this, we'll learn, and it'll be easier next time. Like those two bills I supported for, DES, I've got a link, we can register, you
Yeah,
know.
we will.
And,
sure.
and you can also upload your letters of support and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking this is a little deeper than this. Not only do you say you support it or you oppose it, it's why.
Why you,
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I seriously challenge the workloads. It seemed like a lot of subjectivity in that. Our previous, Judge Pipel, clearly had more than .1 workload, you know. And maybe that's some input we can get from Adam. is-
Randy,
Or Randy is, well, maybe we should talk to Randy.
if we can find him.
He might
So
have a
Randy
nice
just
letter.
got back.
He did.
He was here Wednesday.
Wednesday.
He was here.
I
So
would
he's
call
around
him,
town then, huh?
call him and ask him to testify.
Yeah, honestly, we should, if you guys got, has anybody's got his number, you should give him
I
a
think
call.
I do.
Tell him to look at the bill and ask him if he testified.
Yeah, what's he think? That'd be great to have his input.
Anybody, because honestly, they have all this crap going out, but they're singling out districts 10 and 14.
Yeah, because there's nobody there to oppose him.
This freaking idiot. Just stay in your own lane, dude. He's in Muscle County,
Isn't-
he's a Yellowstone County guy?
No,
No,
he's from Polson, north of Missoula,
Oh, well, oh, good God.
right along the Flathead Lake.
and they're overrun with people up there, so they're mad.
Well, that's kind of where the thing that said we have to record audio and visually at any county business. But what's scary though is these guys have some pull sometimes.
Oh, it's horrible. But if you can, in my opinion, if you can slow down the process, and if you get enough people pushing back, they
Yeah,
may think more about it, get some other legislators to think about it.
that's right, make a difference.
It would be a judicial committee, right? Isn't Barry Usher on that?
Oh,
I don't know.
who got
You know,
that?
Barry Usher, what bill did he,
Got it for another day.
um,
And when you turn it
God,
on,
who
I
was it?
just saw something from him on Facebook.
What does it do?
it says snow globe.
Who was it now?
I think I'm
It's got a little thing that makes it go up,
gonna,
other than Cracker Barrel.
yeah, Barry, I think is on the judicial.
I bet he is.
Bumblebee, bumblebee. Cute.
Contacts.
Yeah, by the time I go home tonight, I'll remember the bill that recently came before and affected this county. And they literally asked him, why are you not opposed to this bill? And he says, doesn't affect me. And it was, who the devil, was it, Ben? It was someone, it was a higher up here in this courthouse who was telling me.
Hello, Wanda. This is Mike Goffrey. I was just trying to locate your husband, but I don't have his number. I don't know, it's in my phone. You can't hide. Hey, you're in town?
Crazy stuff.
We got this bill that's come through that's raising all this stink, Senate Bill 284, they're trying to combine Judicial District 10 with Judicial District 14.
Is Barry Senate or
Oh, did
House?
it?
He's Senate.
Okay.
Well, we got the bill in front of us here, but we got a call on it, we should oppose it, so, what do you think? Yeah,
It takes effect in 2031.
Okay, let's see, Barry Usher, he's a majority whip,
Okay, on the judicial,
yes.
I'm just,
Well, wait a minute, I don't know about the judicial.
yeah.
He's just a majority whip, so that means he's, you know, he's got some power here. Let's see what committee he's on.
Okay. Right, well, that's what they were saying, the caseload in 10th judicial district is only 0.7 of a full-time judge. The 14th is only 0.4, so if they combine them, they'll get 1.1.
that's what I'm saying, Barry, there's Foster here regarding SB 284.
Ah,
We are strongly opposed. Your thoughts?
It takes effect if it's passed in 2031, 6 years from now.
right. That's kind of what I suspected, it just the numbers are just barely, kind of made up.
All right, I want to see.
Barry Usher is on the Judiciary Committee.
Yeah, so I just texted him. And, you know, he might be able to give us some advice on how to, because I think he said something in Facebook about this, about they're trying to change the judges. He's opposed to this.
You did, okay. You might have to do it again. Well, we're gonna write a resolution here opposing it. Stikes and Fergus is writing up a resolution opposing it, so we're gonna do it too, but, yeah, I was questioning their little 0.7 of a full-time judge. I thought maybe you were busier than that. I'll bet you did. Okay. Yeah, I wonder what their stand on it is. I assume they're opposing it. Find out.
Why am I smelling popcorn?
I see.
I think we should get popcorn.
And that pus belly of the Jason Ellsworth.
Yeah,
He's the
it's
chair
coming
of
up Wednesday
the
this next week.
Executive Review
So
Committee.
that's why we gotta get on
So in
this.
other words, he's on a rules committee, and he gets away with
Yeah.
stupid shit.
That'd be a good
I
idea.
cannot believe it. Well, I can't,
Because we're
because
gonna
he's an
try to get
idiot.
on too.
Plus
Well, he
belly.
keeps-
We're gonna get an opposition letter in as soon as possible.
Nobody opposes.
A letter from him would be good.
And he was, shit, I don't think he's 40 years old. So you know damn well he was.
Yeah, who is? Well, anyhow, I just thought I'd read and see it. I figured you'd probably do something about it.
Did you notice that our agendas were printed on
Okay,
cardboard?
Yeah.
sounds like
I'm
it.
gonna have to go bug them about that.
Okay, well, we'll work on opposing it. You take care. Bye.
They were in there.
He said they don't take in
Left them in there.
like a little water port
Cheryl.
he does. Okay, and put cases that come back, they don't take in the,
Okay.
he says, yeah, he's more than one judge workload. It always had been. He said they came up with the same thing 10 years ago. And he said he went up and actually testified against it. It lost, so. But they have a court judge lobby, he said, who's gonna find out if they oppose it, because the guy he knows retired, so they got a new guy in. But he's gonna check into it,
Excellent.
and he's gonna register to
To testify.
So, I guess,
Actually, if anybody be expert on what they're doing to us, he's the guy. You
and he
know?
says, no, their little statistics are not correct.
Yeah, I smelled a rat.
He says there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on that they didn't take into account.
Muscle County does not have murders in their county.
Not yet.
You know why? Because by God, they find a hole for them and they don't even come to the frickin'.
Because we got hanging judges.
Yeah.
There's a deterrent.
We just shove them out a window.
They don't kill people, they don't even think of killing anybody because they learn that they have to go up against the hanging judge Pike.
Take care
Now
of
it's larceny,
Now it's Larson, yeah, hanging Judge Larson.
like Judge Parker. Well, look what we were able to do. I mean, was Randy knew about it or?
Yeah, he knew about it, he hadn't read it yet.
Okay.
He said, because Adam told him about it. Apparently he talks to Adam. Adam doesn't talk to us anymore, we're way
Well-
below his station.
Well, like, according to Ben, he can't.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, he can't lobby, but he can maybe give his
No,
opinion
no,
or something.
he can come talk.
He can fill us in for sure.
Well, and
Push your panic button, Robert.
Adam,
You remember that, huh?
Adam just doesn't have the way with telling the jokes.
I know, he doesn't,
Yeah.
doesn't present it very well.
He's sort of the punchline kind of comes out on like deaf ears. It's like an awkward silence. When he tries to tell him the midget hairlip joke, you know.
So anyway, he says, I'm gonna pull it up and read the whole thing right now. And I said, well, it's pretty short. But I questioned their statistics, and he does too. He says, no, it's not true. He says there's a whole bunch of stuff they don't take into account that they have to do.
They're not
I never
judges.
thought about the water court. He spends a lot of time on water
He
issues.
definitely does.
They don't consider that at all. And retrials, he said they don't bring up retrials. He's got a lot of retrials.
Well, and this is the part about the water court, because they're trying to take the water
I
court
know.
away from, take it to Gallatin County.
That's right. Anyway, he'll be a good one. To lobby against it. He said, when are they coming up? I said, well, I heard it's Wednesday, so next week. So he said, I'll get hurry up and register the lobby. Testify against it. So, anything else come up? Oh, we're just about up to Barbara time.
Yeah, we're just about to Barb Town, aren't we?
Bar time. I just know she's gonna sue the county.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well, she's gonna wanna show that she was harmed and that we should pay her.
Mhm.
Unless you guys have done something else to piss you off.
It wouldn't take much.
What have you guys done?
This, what have you
Unless
done
what?
lately?
Unless you both have done something else to piss you off.
Yeah.
I haven't
even
talked
seen
to
her.
Cause I ran into her months ago at my mailbox, cause they've got cows.
Yeah, they live.
And I thought she was all happy because we revoked the road, you know, we made it we made it back to a county, and she was mad as hell.
Yeah.
I said, I thought you'd have been happy about that. You never should have done it in the first place. And
We tried to, well, I messed it all up, I gotta admit that. Whitcomb, who bought my ranch, Allen Road goes by my house, goes up there, and also goes to the property they have. She's got block management on that property.
Okay,
The last mile Allen Road, we didn't maintain, and Whitcomb come to me and says, I wanna close that last mile, cause he borders it on the south, Wacker's bordering on the north. He said, I wanna close it, because hunters go in there and they're destroying the road and they're going across the fence and hunting on my property and, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
can't control it. I said, I don't see a problem with that. And I looked on cadastral, well, Whackers, it was Bill and Barb Whacker. They, somehow, their son-in-law owns it now, Shad Hitchcock. Shad Hitchcock owns that land, that's his name, it's on the title. So I called up Shad, I said, well, would you have a problem with us closing that last mile of road? He said, no, not a problem at all. Wow, so I had Whitcomb, I had Chet, the two owners, agree to close it, but we had to go through the petition process. And I wish I'd had Chet sign the petition, that would have closed everything, but I didn't think of that. So we got the petition, you had to have 10 shareholders, and anyhow, went through the whole process, and we voted on it, we had 2 public meetings, we voted on it and closed it, and then Barb found out about it. Because she's got block management, she has a block management box out there. And it's on the end of that mile. It don't have to be on the end of the mile, that's where the box was. She said, that's stopping all my hunters going in there, I'm not getting any money. You get like $22 a hundred a day for anybody that signs into that box. So that's gonna curtail her profits. Well, one, because she could have moved the box to the other end of the mile and still got it.
Oh, no, that's.
So they came in and they raised hell with us, and Shet came in with them, and of course, at that point, he said, I can't oppose my mother-in-law. So I said, well, that ended that. So we ended up making it back into a county road. Took it off, made it back into a county. But we made it a non-maintained county road, and Tom went up and put a sign up there saying, non-maintained county road. Well, she didn't like that. Well, let's take that sign down because it's stopping hunters. Oh, shoot.
When would that ever stop?
And then she said that I'm losing all kinds of money on this. I've lost thousands of dollars because hunters aren't going up there. I said, they're not going up there because you don't have any elk. And I live on Allen Road. And I said, you know, all of Allen Road is not passable if it rains. There's no gravel.
Yeah,
It's just a dirt road.
right.
Most of it anyway. She said, well, you should put up a sign then. I said, I did. I went down and put up a sign at the highway, impassable when wet. Nobody reads it, and hunters go up anyway, but it's there. But I know she was gonna sue the county because of the loss of revenue. And I'll bet that's what she's coming to talk about now, because hunting season closes Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So she's gonna have records on how much money she lost. And how can you prove that?
But why was it, we reversed it because,
Well, I didn't do it right.
but that's just it, is we didn't do it right because we didn't do, investigation.
Well, you're supposed to, one of the requirements is to send a registered letter to the landowner.
That was it.
And I didn't do that because I talked to them both. I thought, well, I don't need to do that. Well, I should have done it.
Oh, yeah.
Should have done it, but I didn't. And that's what his.
So that was, so they didn't get the registered letter, but she wouldn't have got one anyway. Only
she wants to
Chad
send
and
one
only
guy.
Whitcomb would have got one.
Yeah, exactly.
And they both were aware of it.
It was just a timing issue more than anything. 'Cause
But
I
then-
told Barb, I said, you don't even own that land.
But then
Yeah,
Adam,
but I got an agreement. Well, maybe you do, but you don't have one with us.
well, and then Adam said, well, we need to do an independent investigation. So we
Yeah.
hired Jeremy with WWC.
Yeah, and
He looked into it and basically,
we didn't have a leg to stand on.
well, his point was, is if there's opposition, people, if you can show that closing that road would harm people.
Yeah,
And that's what he said, based on the feedback he's gotten, he would not recommend closing the road. And so we reversed it, so we sort of deferred authority, we said, okay, we'll have this independent guy that's, knows all about leases and land and all that, I'm trying to remember it now, but, so we made a technical error that was really, probably wasn't material,
No,
because, no harm, no foul. But it was more the investigation. The investigation found that a lot of people were on that road.
yeah.
And, still though, you could have decided, well,
The thing
the
is-
only people that, no, I know what it was.
Yeah.
before, both landowners didn't want it open, they wanted it closed.
Right,
Now one wants it open and one doesn't, but the law's really weird, it talked about needing more than two or something, you know, not recognizing there might be only two.
yeah.
So, I'm not making it very clear, but it was gray. So we had WWC do it, so we could say that we're
Non-biased.
non-biased, and he recommended we not close it. So we rescinded the closing, that's what I thought Barbara would be thrilled with. We went ahead and we did it, and, you know, so, well, you didn't care. Never should
I
have.
can't wait to see who this person is.
I like her personally, I really do.
Maybe you would recognize her face, like the
She's a
name.
hard worker.
Yeah.
She's a, and she's got, well, I don't know, she's tipped off the deep end lately.
Yeah, well.
And her husband, Bill, I graduated with Bill, and we were friends all for 50 years.
If you were married to her, we'd be living
She's a very strong-willed woman.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day from Area 2 Agency on Aging.
Oh,
Cupid crew.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think I've
And
ever
if
been
there's
given away.
Happy Valentine's Day.
In my whole life, I've never been
Thank you.
given away.
Really?
I'm gonna cry.
Well, here, you might as well have a hug too. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's thoughtful.
From area
Do you
two.
need one?
Do what?
Do you need one?
Sure, I'll check it out.
By golly.
I don't have any flowers at home, so yeah.
smell
I
good.
didn't get anything for Valentine's
Did
Day.
you take both of them?
I'm gonna give you mine too.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks,
Happy Valentine's Day.
thanks.
You make a
I appreciate
bouquet.
it.
I never thought about Valentine's Day.
Not just the two.
Thank you.
Then it just depresses me.
I don't think I've ever gotten flowers for Valentine's Day, so thank you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Now you have.
I have.
And nobody deserves them more than you. God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm not-
Your nose is turning brown.
No,
No, I'm not gonna write something really sweet about
you
you.
know, yeah, no, you could.
Put something nice in the paper.
You'll remember that, right? You remember that I was,
You gave me your flowers.
I gave you one.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Well,
Well, I just take it home and then die.
Well, they're cut flowers, they will die.
They will, but I'll bet you put them in water or something, will you?
Yeah, you gotta put them in water.
I
First of
wouldn't.
all, you gotta cut the stems off again and.
They smell good though, I like the way a rose smells.
That's
I
cute.
like flowers that have smell. You can quote me on that.
Lilacs.
Yes, I love lilac.
Oh,
Talk about spring. You know, I like mum. Have you, those mums, or what are they called?
it sounds right.
Yeah, the
I
big
can't
yellow,
picture them though.
they're like a big yellow plant that they're in the fall. They really smell good.
You know what, last year in town, the lilacs did not bloom.
Well, I hear they're kind of different years. So I've got a lilac bush in my front yard that has been destroyed 8 times by the neighbor's goats
Oh,
or my horses. But every time, then when the weather gets, it blooms again. It comes back. And I think, well, it's surely dead now because it's been eaten down, you know, they eat it. And we'll see this spring because it gives me hope. So if that lilac bush can make it, I can make it.
Tough burgers, huh?
Yeah.
Do you remember the letter I gave you last time? Do you have
I got all these loose ends. Now we gotta do a support letter.
Yeah, we need, yeah.
Commissioners handed me back my letter. You kept yours.
Well, just write up a letter opposing it. Forward that to them. But it should register in the actual lobby.
Let's see if my,
So they
Crazy Bill.
Wait a minute.
Nine judges. Oh, my Lord.
Really, how?
There she is.
This is from her.
Who's this? What
Copies.
Thank you.
Hello, Laura.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing better in here, it's warmer in here than
Yes.
outside.
It almost feels like a heat wave though compared to what, has it got cold again?
We're gonna get it again.
All right, do I need to do the public comment thing? Well, I'll do that at 3 and you can be,
You can, I'll just put you the public comment and you were here, but you can go now.
okay.
I can't go till 3, I don't have how young at home.
See?
She looks at me like, what? So she gave you your papers, those are that's the letter I came in with here, October 4th, Jaylee wrote. And, been a little while because things, we get busy. But I have been told, by one of your learned lawyers that you guys have got to listen to me and we gotta settle this thing.
Well, we're listening. I'm
Well,
trying to
you
get this
You
thing
need to
going.
read that letter, I guess, and, kind of go from there.
All right, just 1 second. I'm getting this, trying to get us geared up.
So exactly what are you asking to do?
Yeah, I'm not following it.
You're not following that
What,
letter?
what do you
It
want
rambles a
us
lot.
to do?
Well, what I want to do is when this all started, I'll say Bill, Jalen, Chad and I, when we all started this back at the meetings, you guys had agreed to put everything back the way it was. There's so much dynamics in this and outside other people here, but we've been through the spray painting, redone, now we have big orange trees painted out there. I don't know if Joe Tini did it with Sean Lesnick or Sean Lesnick did it, but you guys as the county right
Sean's
away,
been out there.
it's 15 feet, right, from the center of the road out, 15, 30 feet, whatever that, I knew a while ago and I forgot.
It's 30 feet.
Is it, okay, from the center of the road?
Well, it's a 60-foot easement if it's a county.
Yes, okay. So we have trees now that are painted bright orange in the county right of way. I don't know if you guys have been out there and looked,
road. Which side of the county right away?
south.
Well, south side is Whitcomb's right away.
It's a county road.
Yes, it
We
is,
have
but
established that it is
never
an
mind.
unmaintained county road. The same laws go in effect for a county road. So there is, I could use the word vandalism, because when you have orange painted trees in the county right of way, we as county citizens can complain.
Well, yeah, you can
Yeah.
complain.
What does
So,
the orange mean again?
No
Pardon?
hunting.
No hunting, okay.
what, Bob?
What was the orange meant? It means people are gonna see trees that say no hunting is what you're saying.
Basically,
I'm not getting it, sorry.
Well, I was
saying
wondering the
trespassing.
significance of the orange paint, what that means.
No hunting.
No
No
hunting.
trespassing.